Hello and all, welcome to a Galaxy Man Show interview show. So for my today's guest is this incredible actress known by the name of Brandy. She's been in such incredible projects like Friday Night of Gotham, this incredible web series, and she played the role of Gabby in Friday Night of Gotham. So I'm about to add Brandy into the live now to have a chat with Brandy about her previous projects. So yeah, let's get Brandy in and have a chat with Brandy. Hello,
Hello.
how's it going, Brandy?
It's going very well, thank you.
Awesome. So to people that don't know who you are, if you can give a bit of backstory about who you are and what you do as a person, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
Awesome. Okay, so my name is Brandy Zapata. I am an actress and a voiceover artist. I'm originally from Ohio, so my background is actually in musical theater, drama, because that's a lot of what is in the Midwest. Not too much in the movies and commercials, but I was able to get into that a little bit later on when I was in college. So background in theater, but love on camera work, and that's what I'm pursuing now.
Awesome. So we'll dive right into the questions now, Brandy. So for my
Okay.
very first question, you were actually in this really incredible film called Grapefruit, and you played the role of Miss Washington. What was that whole experience like getting to play the role of Miss Washington in Grapefruit?
So, Grapefruit was such a fun and educational and interesting project to be a part of. Mike Peters, he's the one that wrote it and produced it and was directing. He's amazing to work with. This was our second project working together. And just the idea of having these abortion clinics that are not actually abortion clinics, they're just posing that way, that kind of deception and revealing that was something that some of the cast members didn't even realize was a real thing. I had heard about them, but I didn't know to what extent actually went on within the clinic. So it was really interesting just kind of learning about that. And then the character that I played, I had an opportunity to just basically try to escape from this insane clinic. And that was just a really fun and kind of exhilarating scene to be a part of because I'm like running down this hallway with the lights flashing. And it was a lot of fun. And I think a lot of people learned about those clinics, which is really important because they are deceiving people.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So you were actually in this TV miniseries called Just Roommates back in 2019, and you played the role of Jessica Kirk. What was that whole experience like getting to being just roommates?
So Just Roommates was awesome. Tiffany Times, another Funny One Productions, is the one who put that together. And the entire team, they are just hilarious and talented. And the particular role that I was playing was actually a reporter. So that was great for me because my degree is in broadcast journalism. So I actually worked as a reporter, and I'm like, yay, I get to use my degree and, have fun on the street interviewing people. And the other great thing about another Funny One Productions is that they allow a lot of improv to happen on set. So that's always really fun for me because you're just discovering things, and really hilarious lines come out of nowhere when you're just able to play like that.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So you were actually in this film called Baby Daddy back in 2018, and you played the role of Kara. What was that whole experience like into being Baby Daddy?
So that was another Funny One Productions short, and that was awesome because sometimes when you're on set, it can be a night shoot. It can be uncomfortable. Maybe you're having to cry, but this was like the most fun that I've had on a set because it was a sunny day in California. We were hanging out by the pool, so it was so much fun, carefree, and you don't always get to do that on set, but it was by far one of the most fun and enjoyable and relaxing sets that I've been on. So it was great.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So you have also appeared in an incredible web series called Friday Night of Gotham, and you played the role of Gabby. What was that whole experience like, getting to being like a Batman kind of represented?
Yeah, so anything in the DC universe, I was just like, yes, let me get in there. I don't care who I am. Like, it doesn't matter to me. And that was so fun. Chris Sheffield is the one that put that together. And Jessica Wake, she's the one that is playing Batgirl. They're both amazing. My character in particular, basically, she's just this girlfriend of a bad boy who gets caught up at wrong place, wrong time, and I'm captured by the villain. So I love the chance to play that damsel in distress, and then that girl comes and saves the day. So that was really really cool. And I know that was Friday night in Gotham, which was so fun to be a part of. And then Saturday night in Gotham is also out. My character doesn't come back in that one, but of course you have to finish with Sunday night in Gotham. So I'm really excited about that. I believe my character might be coming back, so that'll be really fun to get to see where that goes.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So you were actually in this short called Slay back in 2018, and you played the role of Clarity. I hope I said that right. Uh, and what was that whole experience like, getting to be in Slay?
Slay was really fun. I remember in particular the audition, it said, just come up with a crazy fun dance and create your own character. And I was like, okay, all right, what can I do? And I do have a background in dance. I was trained in tap, jazz, clogging, and hip hop. And I was like, I can just pull something crazy and be this like peppy, fun girl. And that's what I did. And Tiffany Times was actually putting that together as well. And she thought it was hilarious. She loved the character because I was basically just like, this cheerleader girl, let's go, just like over the top. And that's really fun to do. The set was cool because everybody had a really strong camaraderie. It was all girls doing this like dance competition together. So it was really cool to just have all of us kind of bring our own styles and our own characters to life on that day. So it was fun.
So onto the dance subject, by the way.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy most about dance?
Um, there are so many things. It's really there's two things for me, I think. It's learning the choreography and just kind of like the grind of doing that over and over and over again. I love really bringing that to life and putting my own personality. And then the second thing is just the performance itself. Whenever you're doing a dance performance, I think it's really fun to see how the audience is reacting, whether it's a live performance or if it's on a movie or something. I always like to notice, like, are people enjoying this? And it's really cool to see their reactions. I also used to do competition clogging. So the competition of dance is always really cool as well. It just kind of heightens the experience a little bit because you want to win.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So you're actually in this film back in 2020 called The House of Cool. What was that whole experience like, getting to play the role of Natalie?
So the house call was a really creepy and fun experience. We actually shot in this house, I believe it was somewhere in Glendale, and it was legitimately a haunted house. The house itself has been featured on a couple different shows, and when we walked in, I was like, "This is a weird place." Like the short film itself is talking about possession and demonic issues, and my character is actually dead, so I'm like, it's a creepy subject to start with, and then walking into that house, it's got like all of these different rooms and bizarre like corridors and everything. It was very creepy to film, and of course we were shooting at nighttime. But it is fun to get to go to those interesting locations, places where I would never just go myself. But for that particular short film, it was really cool to see it and kind of be in that creepy haunted house for a few hours.
So on to my very next question. Who inspired you as a person to get into acting in the first place?
So I would say it wasn't one particular person, but my parents always pushed me to follow my passion, whatever that was. And my mom and I would always watch Days of Our Lives, the soap opera,
Yeah.
when I was little. And I thought that the people on that were so cool and that their lives were like crazy. People would like have evil stepsisters or like or an evil twin or something, and someone would die and they would come back, and just like all these crazy twists. And I thought, even as a child, I was like, that looks so fun. Like I want to do that. So I would say probably soap operas, and my parents really pushing me to kind of follow that passion, or what inspired me at the beginning.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. What have you learned about yourself as a person, especially during COVID?
During COVID, I would say I've learned that I can pretty much adapt to anything. I mean, no one could have anticipated what 2020 was like. I remember my friend and I, we were on set together one of the last days before everything shut down. And it was so bizarre. We were like, what's going to happen? Because you just are so used to like doing your auditions, going to set, like just kind of go, go, go all the time. And COVID really forced everybody to slow down and adapt to that situation and be willing to make the sacrifices to keep everybody safe. And so I think that I just learned that about myself, that I can adapt pretty quickly when I need to, which is good to know.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So if you could be in any TV or movie franchise, what would it be and why?
Such a good question, such a hard question. I watch so much TV. It's really difficult to pick just one. So I'm going to pick two. I love the supernatural universe. I think that the creatures and the relationships between the Winchester brothers are amazing. I know it's over, it's ended, but if they are to do a spinoff or anything, I would love to be anywhere in the supernatural universe, because I think it's just so fun and cool and out of this reality world. I like things that are fantasy as well. So I would have to say anything within the Game of Thrones realm would be amazing. I read all of the books. I watched, all the seasons. So I know that they're doing, the prequels and possibly other things. So if it comes about, that would be definitely on the top of my list.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. What are the positives and negatives into the acting industry, and how do you get through those negatives as a person?
I would say positives are that every day is different. You never know what audition you're going to get. You never know what role you're going to get. There's all of these possibilities. So you're never stuck in one particular place. And you always have the opportunity as an actor to be creating something for yourself, even if you maybe aren't getting cast for the things that you're auditioning for. You have the ability to do something on your own, which is great. And I think it's just that freedom that's a positive. A negative, I would definitely have to say, is the rejection. You're rejected every single day. You submit to agents and you submit to projects and you hear nothing. And it's really hard to get that rejection over and over again. But I think, it's just something that you kind of have to get used to and not really let it get you down, because you have to have that confidence in yourself that you're like, this is what I want to do. I don't care if it's been like 50 to 100 no's, like that yes is coming. So that's kind of what you have to focus on.
Awesome. So on to my very last question. So what's next for you for 2021 that you would like to announce on the show, if there's anything?
Definitely. So 2021 is starting out a little bit slow because we are still dealing with COVID, but I'm really excited because I'm going to be recording an animation demo here soon. So I'm hoping to get into some animation work. And then also my fiance is actually a writer as well, and he's working on a feature film script. So hopefully that will be completed this year and we can start looking to try and shoot that. And I would play a role in it. So definitely looking forward to those projects as well. And I've got a sizzle reel for a pilot that I'm hoping to pitch. So that would be coming up later this year. But you never know. Things are always changing, like I said. So 2021 could have endless possibilities.
Awesome. Well, can I just say thank you so much, Brandy, for taking the time to come onto my show. It really means a lot. To people that haven't seen Brandy's work, definitely go support Brandy. She's one truly incredible, talented actress. So definitely go support Brandy. Any last final thoughts or anything that you'd like to say on the show?
Sure. My final thought, I would just say to anybody that is thinking about getting into acting, or anyone that's in acting and feeling discouraged, I would just say try not to be focused on the end result. whether it's getting the role or getting that audition or whatever it is, I would say find joy in the pursuit because that is what will sustain you through anything.